Hi everyone, this is Dee with the Paper Drawer. It's been a while. I first want to let you know that my Etsy shop is not open yet. I've had a lot of things going on and I've been creating, but I just can't seem to get all the listings done and everything. So the shop is closed. I'm hoping to open it soon, but it might not be maybe till March. I'll have to wait and see. I might list or reopen with what I have in there now and nothing new. The only thing that probably will change is I did get home for Christmas, so these books, actually I sold them all that were in my shop. So these are new ones. They're a lot bigger. And there's more pages and everything. I just kind of got carried away. So I've got several of these. And basically what I'm going to do right now is I'm not probably going to go through everything. I'll kind of talk about it because I don't want to make this video too long, because as you can see, this is a lot and I have a bin full of other things and I've got things on my workbench. I'm just trying to keep busy. So anyway, these are the little, I call it Christmas Day books, just the one day book or maybe a Christmas Eve book. I've made quite a few because I do love them, and I do think that, you know, for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, it's a great thing to have just to jot down things and or guests that could be coming over. You might want to have them pull a tag and put their name on it. And put their favorite memory of the evening, day, whatever. But anyway, I'll talk more about that later. And I talked about it when I made the first initial ones, but these are new. And again, I have several more in my bin. So that's something that's gonna go into Etsy. I had a request and I wasn't going to, but I do have a lot of fabric. So I went back to making these fabric journals. Some of them are messy stitched. I actually pieced together things and sewn them all together. Some are actually vintage quilts. I'll go through this. They're all blank journals. They'll come in a bundle of 3. Okay, and I've had these in my shop and they all sold out. So I'll have these in my shop. I probably will have several. I've got that one. This is another one that is pieced together, that I just sewn pieces and bits and things together with. This is another one that are just scraps, and then these have a pocket on it. And what I did was on these, I bundled them in 3 and tied them together, and then each journal has an individual tie in case you want to break it up and give it away or whatever, okay? And then I put a little tag in each of the front pockets on these journals, okay? This is a vintage cutter quilt, and then I made this little cluster, and it's on each one of them. Again, I'll go through this when I list it in my shop, but I wanted to show you what I have. So I have these, and again, I call them naked journals. And what I'm going to try and do also is put some ephemera in a pouch and include it. I just haven't had time to gather anything yet. So it'll be paper, it'll be just ephemera, things that I've made. It could be charms, buttons, it could be all sorts of things, frames. So you can decorate it yourself. And I know some people like to have a cohesive look to it, but it doesn't have to be. You can add your own things to these because they're pretty generic papers. So again, I'll open those up. So I have those. Here's another one that I've done. Okay. And let's see, here's another one. Okay. And then I've got a couple more in my bins. So I've got those to do, put out. And then I've made, I love this. I did the cover, and I just coffee dyed paper. Some of it's not coffee dyed. I think most of it is though. And then I just grunged it up. So again, it's a naked journal. I'll have this in my shop. I went ahead and I did the cover, vintage keys. That's a Tim Holtz tin, and I just put some grit paste and everything and painted it. And this is a vintage drawer pull, dresser pull. And then I rusted some muslin, okay, for the spine. So that's gonna go in my shop, and this is exactly how it'll look. Okay. So that's that one. Then I have this one that I also did. I love this one. It's just, I have these, and good thing I saved them. I was gonna throw them away. Just little bits of muslin that coffee dyed, and I just used them for other things and stripped them. And it's just grunge. It's just paper that I coffee dyed, and then I crinkled all the edges and everything. So that's what this one looks like. This is not down. I meant it to be that way, so it kind of just looks kind of loose, and it can fold any which way. And I rusted muslin again. And again, this is what it looks like. I'm starting to really do a lot of the naked journals because I do journal in all of my journals. And I really, really enjoy it. I think if you look back in my videos, I have journals of quotes, gratitude, and I really do enjoy that. So that's what I use mine for. And like I said, I really want people to write in them. That's the kind I left them blank. The ephemera that I'll include, you can make pockets, tags, you can do all sorts of things with it, or you can leave it blank. And maybe you can do rub-offs and just decorate the pages, doodle on the pages. That's what I do with mine. So that's this one, okay? Then I'm gonna have Christmas and Halloween in my shop all year long. I've got a ton of Christmas and a ton of Halloween. Again, these will also be naked. I might add a few little pockets. Here's a little envelope that you can unfold and write on. When this goes in my shop, I'll give you more detail, and I might add something to it by then, okay? But that just gives you an idea. And this is the pocket here, and it has a folder that you can write on. So that's just, you know, another journal, okay? And this is the puzzle. So it had 25, 1 through 25. Some of them are going this way, so I'm going to do a book going this way, and it'll open this way, which I think might be different and it might be cute. So that's my plan. So that's that one. Here's another puzzle one I think is really cute. Again, it's a naked journal. I've done cluster tags just put in there. Here's another tag. I really love that rhinestone buckle and the velveteen, so I might tuck one in somewhere in this book also. I'd like to put one in every one that I make. So that just gives you an idea of what's going to go in my shop, and it'll be Christmas. And again, I'll go into detail once I list them, but this is just a quick video to show you what I've been working on. I love this cover. It's the Pictured Knowledge book. I believe it's for children. I added Tim Holtz dangle things on the signature string. But basically, it's, again, a naked journal. I have all different sorts of paper in here. This is actually a pocket. I folded this, and then I was going to tear it, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to leave it that way, and it can be a pocket. So that's something kind of, I don't know, different for me. Edith Holden, music. Coloring books. Again, I'll go through in detail, but I wanted to just give you guys a rough idea. And again, I have been working on things. It's just, I haven't taken the time or made the time to get into Etsy and box it and weigh it and do all those sort of things. But that's what this book is. It's pretty cool. So that's what I wanted to show you. I have these two Christmas puzzle books in the works. So these are just a work in progress. That little girl's cute. And that's pretty for the angels. So this is something I'm working on. Again, they're going to be pretty much similar. But that's about it. Again, when I list them, I'll go through them, and then I'll put a link in my Etsy shop. So if someone wants more detail, they can look at the YouTube, and I'll go not page by page, but almost page by page, and get more detailed. Untie these triple journals and show the inside and so forth. So that's what I plan on doing. But I just wanted to give you a preview. I haven't been around, but I hope to be able to open my Etsy shop again. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.